the slide ahead, all right. Right, thank you. I want to do a quick talk on, I guess, kind of quality and delight, what you get out of quality. John, you know, so there was some whiskey. What's the best whiskey you've had?
Oh gosh, that's a tough one. I don't know.
Only got 7 minutes.
Is it old whiskey?
Let me see. I had a 30-year-old.
30-year-old. Is old whiskey generally better than new whiskey?
Can be, not always.
Can you kind of just make whiskey quickly and then just add old to it?
Yes.
Sorry.
Does it work? Yes.
Should have rehearsed this with John. So this isn't really my family in the morning, but morning in the Marshall household is chaos. There's kicking, screaming, crying, tantrums. It's just me. I'm trying to get better. It's not good. Each morning we get up at about 6:30. We have an hour to get myself, my wife, and our 3 kids up and ready. We've tried to kind of give ourselves more time. Unfortunately, we have to be out of the house and at work by 7:30. Well, we have to be out of the house at 7:30 in order to get to working time. I've tried getting up before 6:30. It basically doesn't happen. So each day we get an hour. So we've got this kind of fixed time frame that we have to work in. And so that kind of takes quite a lot of planning. Dwight D. Eisenhower, famous American general and president, he had this quote once that, the nux is really, plans are useless, but planning is indispensable. So in our hour every morning we can plan, say, right, we're going to do this, we'll do this, we'll do this. Unfortunately, we've got 3 kids, so it doesn't matter what we plan, it changes. So each day we get up, we have to brush hair, get shoes on, coats on, pack lunch, get in the car. There's not actually many things we need to be able to do. But after 5 years, we know it takes us about an hour, and we've not been able to get any better than 5 hours. Yesterday, for example, we were doing pretty well, and it turns out our youngest daughter had got to bed, so actually we had to shower her. So that had another 5 minutes on. The oldest daughter had actually got to do her homework. So she had to quickly scribble something out for homework. It was a great piece of work. And then our little daughter decided to have a tantrum because her hair wasn't right. So having planned this really well, it all started to go off the rails. We did just about manage to get out the door in time. There's another, it's not quite a quote, this is a Hofstadter's law. Always takes longer than you expect, even if you take into account Hofstadter's law. I love it. I think it's really good. So when something comes up, we can plan for it, but it doesn't matter. It's going to take longer than we really planned to. Yesterday morning, got to school, and my daughter had forgotten water, hat, gloves. I wasn't going to turn around. She just had to go contact her. She was all right. She managed. She's little. She's got a kind of layer of fat on her. She's fine. So as much as my wife and I know what we need to do each day, it generally turns into chaos. We just about get there. Sometimes, just sometimes, we get to the end of the day, or the end of the morning. We get to about 7:10, 7:15, and everyone's ready. We're not quite sure. It actually really throws us because we say, let's get in the cut that actually we can't drop off at school until 7:30. So we sit there and we actually, do you want some breakfast? Do you want to have some food? Maybe I can go and do those bills I need to do that I was going to wait till the end of the day for. And so we get this lovely sense of bliss. We have this quality moment in the house. First thing in the day, it rarely happens, but when all the things fall into place and nothing else comes in and ruins that timing, we get this brief moment of, well, I wish that was. It's not quite there, but anyway, it's rough. So on these days, these rare days, we get this sense of happiness, this brief moment. This is a rather pixelated view of our sprint commitments over the last 12 weeks?
15.
12 sprints, 15 weeks.
15 sprints.
15 sprints, right, okay, so it's going back a while. Wow. You can see we're getting pretty good up here at this end at delivering commitment. In fact, pension was, look at that, Louis. So I guess you say you're going to do kind of this much, and then you just keep delivering more and more. And I think the guys love that. I think the fact that you commit to a certain amount and then you actually deliver more than you say you're going to. They get delight out of that. We're really keeping the rest of the business happy. We're delivering more than they expect us to. We can see actually on Unfortunate Road, we had really good commitment at the start with them. It actually started dropping off a little bit more recently. So we've got a business that are expecting a certain rate of delivery, but we're actually not able to maintain that anymore because we've had these problems that keep coming up. LV keeps saying, actually no, we want something else in there. We want a bit more. No, that's not quite what we said. We want to change it. And so we've got a customer who's actually not that happy at the moment about a product that is all along been delivering exactly what they've been asking for. And so what we find is that actually sprint planning is not really that different to try and get the family out in the morning, the family out of the house in the morning. We know we can commit to a certain amount of things, but unexpected things will happen, and that starts to make us late. So the days where we don't commit to a lot and not a lot of extra things come up, we get this moment of delight and we can start doing things that we haven't really planned for. And we start to we kind of get happier, and we're happy because we have less to do. We don't have to shout at the kids, we don't have to chase around the house, and our kids are happier because we're not shouting at them, everything's there, we have this moment of quality. Much like our customers are happy because they get everything they wanted, they might even get more than they wanted. And we find because we've got time, we can actually start to really build extra things into the app. We can take time over it, we can care about it, we can build quality into the app. Quality takes time, although, as John's pointed out, you can cheat it. So I'd like to suggest if we can undercommit and over-deliver, we get quality and delight.